Hello and welcome to my podcast, Conversations with Cornelius, where I, Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan, discuss, chat and hypothesize on all things from fatherhood, marriage, comedy and everything else in between. From time to time, there will be special guests, but mostly it's going to be me and some regular contributors, including my main squeeze, Noelle Patricia O'Sullivan, aka the wife. So sit back, relax and enjoy Conversations with Cornelius.
Univa.
Huh?
Will we go?
We will.
Univa.
And on to Toronto, pronto, tanto. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Cornelius. My name is Cornelius, and I am joined today, as I have been all week, by the wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous, phenomenally sound, extremely patient, beautiful. I said beautiful already. Noelle
Say patient again.
Patient again. She's a patient. She is a patient, and she has patience. Noelle Patricia O'Sullivan ni Maracu, and the crowd go wild.
Ooh.
Hey! It's the 22nd of December. We are in the John Hume War Room. Christmas has landed.
It's full on here now, isn't it?
It's
Kids finished school today. It's exciting. Connie's got his last gig tonight.
My last gig tonight. You did a bit of a Christmas shop this morning.
I did the food shop.
After yesterday's episode where we had a kind of a mini scrap, we came together as a team last night, did a load of work around the house. Didn't
Bless him. Yeah.
we? We did. We
Some work.
We did some work around the
Didn't
house.
kill each other. We just avoided it.
No.
So we went for food and everything.
We went for food. We went to the gallery. We took the kids in for a...
Oh, we'll tell him I went for a night. Oh, yeah, I got the eye test in case anyone was worried whether I'd have contacts for the Christmas period. I got the eye test, right? Connie came in, himself and Harvey and Hunter were going, putting up some posters. And I said, I'll be at least an hour because that's what they've said on the thing. It takes an hour for the eye test. And then to actually pick out glasses, which if it's anything to go by the last pair, which I wear daily, I've worn for 5 years. So it was going to take a little bit of time. Connie rang me after 30 minutes telling me they were in the gallery and where was I.
Now, in my defence, I know nothing about eyes, only that I have two myself. And I suppose, how can I say this now in a way that doesn't kind of impinge bad upon on how people look at me?
Usually it's how am I going to say this so it doesn't offend you.
I wasn't listening to a word you were saying. Because I wanted to get the posters up into two hairdressers. The boys, particularly Hunter, all week long was, I want to put up the posters with you, Dad. I want to do it.
Yeah.
He really wanted to be involved in the whole poster process. And
well, he's gone to sleep a few nights with the flyers, so it's easy to see why he might want to do it.
Yeah. So I was kind of more involving my attention on our two siblings and didn't really listen to you and your woes about your eyes. And I wasn't too sure about the eye test. And it was raining, so we had to walk from one end of the street to one hairdresser's, and then we went to where I get my haircut and Hunter gets his haircut, and then we went back to Dee's where Harvey gets his haircut. And it was raining, and by the time we had been up and down the street and had the posters up, we were in the gallery, I was like, Jesus Christ, she's taking her time. And I didn't ring you straight away. I waited for about 10 minutes and I was like, Jesus, she's taking her time. And then I rang you and you were like, I'm just picking out a pair of glasses. I'll be up when I'm up.
No, I did not say that. I'll be up shortly, I said.
I'm so sorry, babe. Jesus, I'm so sorry.
No, is that what you heard in your head? Because I heard.
Well, I did hear a little bit of kind of leave me alone vibes.
100%.
Yeah.
I'd been you had. It was 30 minutes. I told you I would be at least an hour. I could have been an hour and 20 minutes. So you after 30 minutes.
30 minutes. And I was like, where is she? Where is she?
And he goes, where are you, babe? Are you coming down? And I said, no, I'm still doing my eyes.
Yeah.
Oh. And it's the pause. It's that little, all right. Okay, we'll see you when you see you, so bye.
Okay, you're exaggerating there now. We're going from an episode yesterday where we were bickering to another episode where we're bickering. But we're not really bickering.
No, because we're just talking it out. Because we actually didn't discuss this at all. Because then we ended up... See, this is what happens is we feel like the podcast is kind of a therapy session where it's like you're allowed to say it once you say it nicely.
If you have an issue, say it, but say it with kindness. But have the gun loaded.
It's loaded.
Yeah.
But, and then we met in the gallery, and it kind of worked out fine. I mean, neither of us. It was great. I arrived, and the kids' food was just arriving, and Connie's brie was just arriving, and her Hunter was like, "I don't want this sausages, potatoes, and veg."
So you had that.
So then he turned around and was like, "I want a pizza." So I was like, "Grant, I'll just eat that. You get a pizza." And then by doing that, it actually meant that there was no waste, because he had his choice, obviously, and then he ate half of your soup because it wasn't what you didn't like it.
It wasn't nice.
It wasn't
nice. I ordered brie and soup, and and when the waitress came down, I just got that feeling that she had forgotten forgotten the soup, and I said it to her, and then you thought I was kind of being a bit rude by the way I said it to her, which I didn't think I was, by the way. But so then I doubled down on being absolutely delightful
but you see,
towards her.
sometimes if you get a little bit stressed, you can come across as a bit rude when it's only really my soup.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Because it's just the way they brought it down. Because when I ordered it, I said, just bring them out together. I said, bring them out together. And they hadn't brought them out together. And but I see, we were waiting for you, and the restaurant was busy. And we had a long table. They'd given us a long table. And of course, then Harvey had to go to the toilet. And it wasn't a piss, it was a poo. And that's an ordeal, taking your 7-year-old autistic child to the toilet and leaving your 4-year-old.
Why didn't you bring Hunter with you?
Because he didn't want to come.
I know, yeah.
He didn't want to come. I stay here. And I was like, just come with us. No. And then he started getting cranky and acting up. I stay in here. So I was like, grand, he'll stay there. We're in Mallow. He probably won't get abducted, and we probably won't be putting up posters around looking for him. That's
at least we'd know now where would actually put them up or not.
We'd know the good spots to put them up. Wouldn't be going to Foley's in Mallow anyway.
No, wouldn't fuck Foley's.
Fuck Foley's.
Joking. I actually always liked Foley's shop. Well, now that they won't put the poster up.
Do you know what? I used to mind the fella that owned the place there used to be kind of a bit of personality with them, but I was just annoyed that they wouldn't put up my poster after me spending 700 or 800 quid on Mars bars there down to the last 46 years of my life. But so then I had Harvey in there, and he was like, "Can you give me some privacy?" And I was like, all right. I was about to go, and then this real dodgy fella came into the toilet. Dodgy now, big long dirty fingernails, a kind of a whiskey nose in him, and I was like, you're not supposed to judge people, but I am going to always
when it comes to your
judge.
kids, you're going to have to err on the side caution, as the 4-year-old is out by himself.
So it was either Harvey potentially being fucking assaulted by this strange man that I thought was just looked like the personification of evil, or will I take a risk of leaving Hunter outside for a bit? So I just stayed in until that fella was finished his wee, and then he washed his hands, and then I was like, this is suspicious. Because his hands were filthy and his nails were filthy. Why is he washing his hands here now, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wouldn't wash them before, and he's washing them
But
here.
he might just have a physical job that your nails are really dirty, and until you've scrubbed them at the end of the day.
If you saw his nails, you would know that these nails are dirty with, I'd say, probably decades. They're rotten. And he was giving the hands a good wash then in front of me, trying to prove to me that he washes his hands. I was like, mate, have a look at your fingernails. Have a look at your fingernails, brother, and then look at me the same way you're looking at me. So anyway, he fucked off out of there, and Harvey's still inside in the toilet, and I can hear him grunting then as well.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
I'm like, oh my God almighty. So I'm like, Harv, I must just go out and check on Hunter. That's fine, Dad. Don't even come back. I'll make my own way out. So I went out anyway, and as I was walking out, Hunter arrived on in front of me into the thing. He was like, "Where were you?" I was like, "I was inside here at the toilet." "All right, okay. Come on, we'll go back up to the seat there." And we went back up to the seat and sat him down. And then still no sign of Harvey. And I was like, "Okay, Hunt, stay here. I'm going to go back in for Harv." Went back in, and he was trying to wipe his ass. This is riveting content now, but a 7-year-old trying to wipe his ass is it's a precarious scenario, like, because I mean it's not a clean wipe. It's not like we know how to clean our bottoms at this stage of our lives. A lot of it would go up the side of the back onto the walls.
Stop her. I can't.
Well, so anyway, I had to help with that, and luckily it was a clean enough job. And then we washed the hands, and then we came back, and I was like, thanks be to fucking Christ. Got him sat down, and I left a big kind of a and then Hunter said, I want to go to the toilet now as well. So
Oh my God, would you be ready to kill him?
yeah, so then I had to take him to the toilet and leave the 8-year-old or the
Seven.
7-year-old up by himself. And then the minute we got into the toilet, not into the cubicle, into the toilet, okay, Dad, I want my privacy.
I know.
I want my privacy. And I was like, you're not having any privacy, man. You're in a public toilet. I'm staying here with you. I want my privacy. So I said, I'll tell you what, you can go into the cubicle there by yourself. And I made sure that it was clean and stuff like that. And I'll just be outside here. You don't have to stay there, Dad. You don't have to stay there. So I said, okay, are you on the toilet? Yeah. Grand job. I'll go out and check on Harvey. And he was like, you don't have to come back. I'll come out. So I walked out to go up to Harvey. And as I opened the door, just like his brother, there he was on the way back into me. Where were you? Where were you? I was like, I'm in the fucking toilet, kid, with your other brother, where I've just been with you.
Oh, when you just can't be in two places. It's
And
moments like that
Yeah.
I'm like, how do people have more than two kids?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. And this at this stage, then I was checking my phone because I had rang you prior to this to say we were here. And I was like, what's keeping her? What's
and I
fucking
was
keeping her?
sprinting down from.
Yeah.
I never picked classes so fast in my life. I hope they're okay. I was going to say, you see, and I would have probably done the exact same thing there.
Is
right?
what I done. Oh,
Yeah.
Good.
But as we try and get stricter with the boys, like, we should have insisted there that Hunter came down with you. Go to the toilet now, or else we're going home. Made the call and said, come
Yeah.
with me now, or else we're going home.
Yeah.
And one or two trips home, and he'd listen again, like,
Yeah.
do you know?
Follow through on the threats.
Well, yeah, so you have to follow through. So
yeah.
sit down, come with me, or we're going home.
Yeah.
No, I'm staying. Right, Manharf, go to the toilet, and we're going home.
And you're right. And I'm a holy terror for letting them off and letting them have their own way for the short term relief, but it's short term pain. Like the saying is short term pain for long term gain. So like the short term pain would be like, nah, we're going home. Come on, fuck it, come on, into the car. We're going home. They're crying in the car, and then we're home. No, you don't behave like that, lads. And like that's modern day parenting is too gentle altogether. This gentle parenting, it's I don't care. I'm going to say it now. It's my opinion, and someone can come on here and fucking tell me my opinion is wrong. But like this gentle parenting lark is not good for kids.
Well,
I'm going to preface it by saying 80% of the time I think it's nice. I think it's a good philosophy to be sound and kind and caring. But you have to be cruel to be kind sometimes.
but they always say hold your boundaries. We don't hold your boundaries.
Yes.
So any parenting thing says hold the boundaries. So like
set your boundaries and like
hold
that's
them.
the
and comfort them when they're finding the boundary hard. That's where in old days, even if you set a boundary, you'd be shut up now. I told you we're not going. Stop crying now. Stop it now. We're going home now. Like whereas you said, no, sorry, I know you're upset, but we're going home because you had to come to. We can't be left alone. Do you know that kind of way? But
because we told you to stay in your seat and you got up out of your seat, and then we said if you do it again, we're going home, and you did it again, and we gave you one more chance, and then you did it again, and now we're going.
And now you have the phones, so we can finish our drink.
Yeah.
Which is what. But I think after that it went.
Oh, it was
okay,
lovely
didn't it?
when you
It
arrived on.
actually-
Then no, but like I mean, we're like let's give two sides of the coin. Like I mean, that was like you're above with your husband annoying you, ringing you to fucking hurry on. I'm below wiping arses, and then you arrived, and it was so funny. You arrived, and the food was there before you even got up to us. You just stopped the waitress. Pinot Grigio, please. I'm up there. And I was like, I was
But
like,
she
I
was
can't.
eyeing me to see was I looking for a table, and
Yeah.
I said, "There, I'll have Pinot Grigio, please."
And I got a beer. And I'll tell you now, I really wanted another beer afterwards. I was driving, so I was like, you can't really have two.
really have one, like.
Can't you even have a glass of beer now? Like, fucking hell, you know. I understand it, I suppose. I understand it. Like, but I really wanted to have a second beer. Oh, my God. A Moretti was delicious. But it was lovely then. It was lovely. And we sat down and we were kind of in the Christmas cheer. And you looked beautiful. I took a lovely photo of you, put you up on my Instagram. And the two boys were kind of yapping and they're excited about Christmas. They're inside now.
They're so excited. I mean, like, we are at the pinnacle of Christmas. Like,
we are
because, like, Hunter's totally gets it now. Absolutely gets it. And Harvey
is lost in the magic of it.
Is still so lost in the magic.
Yeah.
That, like, you don't get much time with them.
Tell them what Hunter said, not this morning now, but yesterday morning.
What had the elves done now? Our elves
so the night before,
don't do a huge amount. Like
they don't come out every night, but they come out every second or every third night, and I think it's nearly better that way as well. But like 2 nights ago, the sitting room was all Hunter's toys all over the place, and I was like, "Come on, Hunt, we need to pick these up." So, we both did it. We both picked them up and put them into the box, and he like made a big deal of him being a great boy for tidying up, and then he brought them into the playroom. Well done, Hunter. And then the racket was the elves on the shelf brought out that toy box and fucked them all over the ground again, and they were there in the middle of all the toys. So that was grand anyway. I was in bed with you on yesterday morning, and Hunter came in and he was like, Jesus Christ, what did he say?
The elves,
they're really getting on my nerves now.
They're acting the bollocks.
They're acting the bollocks, Dad. They're acting the bollocks. And like they're that's me. I say Jesus Christ, I say acting the bollocks, and they're getting on my nerves. They're 3 sayings.
And you've said it about the elves the whole time.
And I'm saying it specifically about the
elves. Our thing isn't so much the elves, what they so much get up to, but it's how much they can annoy Con.
Yeah.
So that's they were eating potatoes last night.
They ate all my potatoes now last night.
They didn't take too much notice of that though, actually, this morning.
Didn't they?
No.
Yeah. I think less is more with the elves.
But they're just so excited by it. They're actually like, it's like Christmas morning every day.
Well, we've got tonight now, we've got tomorrow night, and we've got Sunday night. We've got 3 more nights of the elves.
Well, the elves go away on Sunday night.
And they'll go away on Sunday night.
They'll go away with Sandy.
Yeah.
Sandy?
They're going to go away with Sandy and Santy. But, yeah, that was it then. Like, that was it. We kind of came home here then. We got up to bed. And I think we were both kind of in the zone for doing a few chores.
Well, we had set targets on the podcast yesterday. I didn't do mine.
What was your target?
Mine was to put the clothes away. They're still to be put away.
But in fairness now, that's because you were focusing heavily on the press release and you did a lot of work. It's not like you had your fingers up your hole, like you were working away here in the press release. I went in and I did the kitchen. And the
floor is dirty now again
and
today?
The floor is
the dog,
filthy.
you see the dog.
The floor is fucking filthy with the dog. But we have to get some sort of a... do you know what? I was saying here earlier in the week about the dog, about how I like our dog. I don't love our dog the way other people love their dogs. Some people love their dogs more than they love humans. I like our dog. He's grand, but I'm not madly in love with him. And Laura O'Mahony got on to me. She listens to the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
She's got a great podcast as well called Red Raw. Listen to it herself and Rob Heffernan. She got on to me and she said, I feel the same about our dog and so do my kids. And it actually fucking made me feel good because sometimes do you know when people love their dog, they're like, oh, I love my dog so much, and you're like, oh, you must be a lovely person if you love that dog unconditionally. And maybe I'm not as lovely as you. Maybe, do you know, they go on about their dog as if the fucking dog is Gandhi, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean.
And I'd be like,
but I do think, like, I think Bax is just such a puppy at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I think
I do love him,
so
but I don't love
clever.
him, like.
He's really annoying, like.
Yeah.
But I think it's just so busy. The boys are busy. He's busy.
Yeah, and he's after breaking out again now, didn't he?
No, it wasn't his fault. So the wire broke. We got the electric, do you know, the electric fence thing with the collar, and it worked really well. And I broke the wire bringing the rubbish out about a week ago. Yeah. And the last week he hasn't needed the collar. He doesn't. He's trained well enough not to go. But he's discovered now that, okay, the beep isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
I can actually get out here. And I knew it yesterday. I knew it 2 days ago because he was starting to go further.
He's clever, the cunt.
He's so clever.
Yeah.
But he was starting like, oh, I can actually, there's no beep here. So today he was back out. So I must get it's just to get to the
The collar on him.
no, but the wire is broken. So I need to get, what's that tape, you know?
Insulating tape.
Yeah, to patch up the wire, I think.
Patch job. Patch Adams.
So, but that had taken a big strain off him because
Yeah, he
he wasn't
worried.
getting out. You know, but off us, like, because he wasn't getting out and he was in his patch in the garden and so you could get to the car and stuff without him.
Needs
But
to be
I've seen
walked as well, doesn't he? I haven't walked.
I've seen people who have young kids, and it wasn't a golden retriever, but it was a different type of dog that they had to give him to another home, like. And by the sound of it, he was just being like Baxter. But they were very busy lives, like, and
Yeah.
you know, he was jumping up as you're coming in and out of the car and that kind of thing, and the kids were small and just didn't work for them, like. But that you can see how it could not work as well, like.
And do you know what I'm thinking about there now as well at the moment, right? Do you know the way we're full, we're flat out. We're full in the throes of life. It's very hard to be analytical in life when you're 100 miles an hour on the treadmill. But we're in the good old times now.
Yeah, and I think we know that as
I
well.
think we do.
Just know that it's really busy.
Yeah.
And just it's a bit chaotic.
And it's a bit chaotic. And it's like but it is the good old times. It is because I look back on my childhood. I look back at Christmas when I was, you know, I can't really remember 7 or 8, but I remember like 9, 10, 11, you know, Christmas, going back to the garage back in Newmarket, and Santa Claus and presents and meeting the cousins and, you know, presents underneath the tree. The presents used to be in our bedroom. They used to be under the tree at all. Santa used to come to our bedroom and so I'd wake up and all my presents would be in my bedroom.
Wow, yeah.
You know, and all the girls' presents would be in their bedroom. And probably done so that my parents probably did that so that we wouldn't be fighting when we were opening up the presents.
Yeah, separate you a bit.
Separate us a small bit. But like I do remember Christmas Day and turkey and ham and my auntie Tessie around and my dad carving the turkey and mam up cooking dinners and like me playing with whatever game I had and my sisters playing whatever games they had and then sitting down eating bowls of, you know, cereal on the couch watching cartoons. And the boys are inside now and they're watching Home Alone too. We threw it on there before we started this podcast. We watched the first maybe 5 or 10 minutes with them and then we slipped in here because that's the way we can only do it. We can only do it by distracting them, otherwise they'd be in on top of us. But I do think we're in the good old days now, and these will be the days that we look back on and we'll cherish, because when Santa goes, the fucking spirit kind of dies out of Christmas.
Yeah, it changes.
You know? It changes, definitely.
They do say that I think that there's kind of if you have the traditions built up, the traditions can kind of continue and bring a different side of magic to it.
Yeah. And I totally agree with that, and that's why I said to you, I'd like us to go to mass on Christmas Eve. You know, even though I am not Catholic, I was born a Catholic. I'm fucking a lapsed Catholic. I'm a spiritual person, though. I'm a very spiritual person, and I think the tradition of us going into a church and sitting down and wearing nice clothes and seeing our neighbours and going through the ritual. Plus the boys are all going to have their confirmation and their communion as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to rear them as Catholics for whatever that is worth. And like having that as a tradition and, you know, maybe going for the Christmas drink. Like we went for something to eat now yesterday. Like building our own traditions. I think it's important for... I
must check what time the mass is here. I know in Castletownroach there's one at 5, which would be good.
Yeah.
But probably be better to go here, I suppose.
To be better to go to Killavullen if we could, but we'll see. But yeah, it's full on. It's flat out. It's all.
Where are you tonight, Cornelius, for your last gig?
I'm in Clonakilty tonight. I'm down in the Barras in Clonakilty tonight, and the last gig of the year with Chris Kent. I'm doing support for Chris tonight. He's doing his last show, and. Yeah, I'm going to head away around 5. I'm going to bring some posters with me. Lo and behold, I'm going to stop on the way down and throw up some posters in petrol stations and pubs and cafes and super values from from Bandon onwards, I'd say. That'll be my little West Cork. I was going to go to Cork today and do all the outskirts, but when you come back from shopping this morning, you were like, don't even think about it.
I think you're kind of in a little bit of bubble out here now.
Yeah.
Like, go on to an actual main road and see.
It's
I would presume everywhere is mental, yeah.
Yeah. And it's a lot of people are coming off today. Today is a day.
Do you know what I noticed in Mallow actually though? So I parked in the car park, do you know, where we normally park, and so it was 10 o'clock. There was already people pulling out. So people are just doing bits, like let's get a few bits. Like, so so to be pulling out at 10 o'clock, you've been in and out by 10, like that's. But
and like bits is a good. It is like, oh, I'm just going to do a few, like, cause
last few bits now. Last few bits. That's always the way they say.
What kind of a dinner are we going to have on Christmas Day? Did you think about that at all?
We're going to have something really easy.
Yeah. I can't wait for Christmas Day. I'm looking forward to just being in the pajamas all day and just watching the lads. But it's funny now because I know the way it's going to go. They'll open the presents and they'll be all about the presents for about an hour and a half, and then they'll play with them sporadically throughout the day. But like, that'll be it then. Like, it'll be as far away as ever, as my mother would say.
Yeah. Well, we'll see now because we might add a trip to the skate park, and you wouldn't know for
on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be well up for that. Above in Cork, is it?
No, in Mallow, like.
Oh yeah.
With their surprises.
Yeah.
And I think Harvey's very good for play.
He is, no, but I'm just saying is like it's from just seeing it down through the years, it's like it's such a big massive build up to it, and then you get your presents and you play with them and you love them and all that kind of stuff. But then like all of a sudden it's over. Like,
yeah, we don't really do the putting away the toys either.
No.
Like the toy to hide take them away, and I think probably is better for the value of the toys if you put them away and bring them back out like at another time.
Like, what you mean now? Like, so do you get out their Christmas toys, they play with them, and then we're like, okay, we're putting them away there now?
Yeah,
really?
Like they play with their big toy, what they asked for, and then other stuff is kind of put away.
Yeah.
But we don't, like, I suppose Harvey's never really been able to have Christmas presents under the tree.
Yeah.
So he's always got his Christmas presents sporadically from people. So he's always opened them at different it hasn't always been Christmas Day. So, and we've never kept him for Christmas Day because it would consume him. So there's not always the same influx of stuff on the Christmas Day. And I know you say the boys get loads, but they've actually don't get as much as they might have got if they were all opened on Christmas Day. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he plays with them a bit sporadically. And because Harvey's been into Lego the last few years as well, that kind of comes out and play with it, and then it's a big Lego.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him playing with toys that he's playing with now on Christmas Day. Do you know that kind of way?
Yeah, he'll just add the minifigures, like.
He'll just add them in, yeah.
From the new toys, from the new Lego.
Yeah, it's just an observation. It's just like, I just think it's a funny thing that, you know, Christmas, it's such a build up to it. And then it's kind of anticlimactic, you know. The actual day itself can be often anticlimactic, like, you know, it's like, oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know?
You're stuffed and you're drunk and it depends on the day. Like, I've definitely have Christmases that have been very quiet and you're like depressed looking across the table, maybe 3 or 4 family members, if you decided like not to, you know, if we decided not to do it with Elaine and gang, and then you're like,
Christ, do you remember the Christmas Day, the COVID Christmas Day?
Oh,
that was the worst Christmas Day of all time.
Oh my God.
Do you remember, like, tell like that will be the one that will go down in history as the worst Christmas Day of all time.
And I've had some pretty,
you've had some terrible Christmases.
I know, like, but I think everyone has, you know, as in, like, you know,
tragic.
Pasted. No, oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I forgot about that one. No, well, that will obviously go down as the worst. But it was the most depressing.
Tell
So
us.
we'd come. So obviously, it was the first year of COVID, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, and so obviously, I had Hunter was a year and a half, and we went down to Kerry, and we had barely been down, obviously due to COVID, and this was around the time that they were fucking opening it for bank holidays and closing it down again on the Monday, and opened up for Christmas. Yet we hadn't been able to go anywhere 2 days before Christmas. But it was still at the time where they couldn't control it, in a sense. There was no vaccine. There was no... you had your bubble of people, and if someone in your bubble got sick, you had to isolate with that bubble and all of that. And you had to go to Killarney from Waterford to get a test. So it was before the swabs. It was before all of that. And remember, we were... we were having a great Christmas Eve, a lovely time between Mom's house and Elaine's house. We were all merry and having Christmas music playing.
Hadn't seen anyone in ages. The vibes
it was
were good.
just great. They were over. Elaine's were getting all the place ready for a big Christmas lunch the next day. The tables were out. It was all at the end of the prep, and then Elaine got a call that her best friend child had to go into isolation because their bubble, or someone he knew, someone in his school bubble, tested positive, which meant that family had to isolate. And then Elaine and them, we weren't really sure, but they were very close bubble. Two of their kids were in the same bubbles and blah. And if her friend had it, then Elaine would have had it. Do you know, that kind of way? Her family would have had it. And then, so because of Mom, we were right, we have to cut.
Yeah.
And then it was just...
So there was me, your mom, and Peter, and our 2 kids. Sorry, Peter didn't actually. Peter went over, didn't he?
Yeah, because he hadn't come.
Yeah.
He hadn't been in contact. He hadn't been in
It was
contact
me, your
yet
mom, and the 2 kids.
Yeah.
Inside in your house.
with
And
the
then-
dinner having been left outside Elaine's for us to pick up
Yeah.
and bring over. And it was just the sheer
It was another nail
high
in the,
to low of if we'd have not, we'd have it was just the because it was so good, it was so exciting and so happy to get. It was oh my god, this is horrendous.
Yeah.
And then remember, at the time it was kind of right. If the risk was low, but it was just because we were staying with an elderly person, really.
It was because of your mum, really,
Yeah,
to be honest.
but
You didn't wanna take the
Elaine
risk.
and Noel and all of them went up to Marion's, remember, on St. Stephen's Day, and we drove up and sat outside for 15 minutes or something.
Oh, it was as grim as it can come now. It took all the joy out of it. And I think back at that COVID period of time, and I think there's still a hangover with COVID, across the globe. But when I look back and I was fucking hell, it really was hard.
Yeah.
It was
But remember
hard.
then when they came over with they actually got, I don't know, Kieran must have had a big beatbox type let's celebrate, because they'd got the all clear. It was so funny, the party. I think Christmas Day actually started on the
St.
27th.
Oh yeah, St. Stephen's Day.
It's
Or
funny.
the 27th. Yeah, it was just a weird one. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to this year of being in our own house. I really am looking forward to being in our own house. I like celebrating Christmas at home. I really do. And then we're going to go to Waterville. We're going to go to Waterville, ring in the new year. And that's the plan. We're winding down. Today is supposed to be the last podcast. We said we do a podcast every single day this week. So today is Friday. So this is the last podcast. You know?
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Unless you want to do one tomorrow and Christmas Day.
Maybe we just do one Christmas Eve or something.
We might do one Christmas Eve. Yeah, we'll take tomorrow off because I'm going out tomorrow anyway. We're going for a few pints. I'm going to Cork with
the lads,
Denny and Tommy and Conspiracy John. I'm going to go for a few scooperloonies. And we might do one Christmas Eve when we get them all to bed. We might have an old drink ourselves.
That'll be a surprise for me.
A drink? Surprise for you, is that? All right. It'll be a surprise, all right. So, listen, thanks for listening, guys. This week has been Podcast Central. I've never done as many podcasts. I'm almost fed up of doing podcasts.
Oh, Jesus.
But we'll do one on...
We've had some technical issues with our Zoom box.
We've had technical...
Surviving.
How did you fix that now? Did you...
I turned it on and off a few times. And I formatted the memory card.
Okay. Thanks be to God you're in my life. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
Thanks for giving me my half an hour to pick out my glasses
I hope
that I'll
you
wear
enjoyed
for
it.
the next 5 years.
Speaking of which now, right, we have all our presents bought for each other. I know what you're getting me, you know what you're getting me. But are we giving each other a token that we don't know about? Have you got me something tokenistic?
You said we were.
Okay, I have to get yours, so I'll get it tomorrow, I suppose.
What are you going to do? Bring it around? So,
Well,
I
I
was
might
thinking
pop
about
in
this.
on Christmas Eve, actually. That's what
Oh,
I'll do.
that's the shops will be delighted with you. Why don't? Yeah. So I was thinking about this. Just get me a gift set of something. I need everything. So
A gift set of...
something
What's a gift set?
like a Boots gift set or something
Boots
like
gift
that.
set. All right, okay. So I'm not allowed to go around and...
Well, you can, but if you want, yeah. But I'm just narrowing it down for you, like. And if you go to the crystal shop, I'm only wearing gold at the moment. You've bought me silver quite a few times.
You don't like silver anymore.
I wear it sometimes, but
Okay.
I'm wearing gold. That's what I
Gold,
said at the
okay.
moment.
Okay, so something from Boots and something gold.
Or something from
Or-
across the road
Or
in Mallow.
maybe none of those two things.
Or none of those things, which is also a thing. But
You
I
want a gift set.
no, I don't mind. Like, but I was just in there today because I was looking at stuff, and pretty much, yeah, I need, like, as in, they've. Do you know the way you don't really buy that? I don't buy that stuff for myself anymore. When you were younger, you used to get a load of gift sets.
What's a gift set? I'm totally lost on a gift set. Like what's in a gift set? Like
Well, a gift set from anywhere could be anything.
napkins, tea
No.
bags. What?
No, a gift
What?
set could be like napkins. You fucking idiot.
I don't know.
I
what
just
fucking
said a gift set in Boots, so that's
okay.
like
So
it could
pregnancy
be.
tests, Viagra.
No, that would be a gift set to you. Maybe me. I don't know. Who's getting the gift there? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know. It's
No.
grand for you. I take the fucking pill and I'm fucking hard for about 12 hours.
And you're asleep for the most of it.
And well, I mean, I'm not in my early 20s anymore. I'm not going to be like stallion driving it in for fucking 8 hours.
Stop.
You'll be all right to get 20 minutes out of it. And even then, you're kind of going, yeah, the fuck, come on, that's enough of it.
Stop, would you? Stop it. But I mean, like moisturizers or makeup or makeup brushes.
Oh,
or
perfect.
Anything like that.
If I go in and say, can I have a gift set box for makeup brushes, they'll know what it is.
Yeah. They would.
But would you prefer, like, would you prefer makeup? Would you prefer cream? No, like foot cream or face cream or
I wouldn't mind any of them. Maybe not
Okay.
the face one though.
no face cream? See, there you go. Maybe I wouldn't
Unless
mind
you
any
got
of them.
one for rosacea.
Rosacea. Right, okay. I'll have a look for a gift set box for you. But I also want to give you something that you don't ask me for. I hate...
No, but this is a gift set, a gift box of some sort. There's an array of stuff.
Okay.
So like, I still wouldn't know what type of gift set I'm
Okay.
getting.
Okay, Noah. I got you a surprise. I want to get you something. I think it's... Because I know what you're getting me and you know what we're getting me. 'cause
I
we're-
have something small front of the tree for you.
Yeah.
You bought yourself that. You've gone off. You bought yourself that refereeing game. Now that before some years you only got FIFA and a surprise. You've gone.
I've-
Your unsurprises are bigger this year.
Well, I'm
As the
getting
man
one
in the
present
house,
off you.
is it?
I'm getting the like that FIFA game. But that's no different to you going into town and buying a fucking jumper for yourself or a hat or some shit. That video game that I bought, because I don't buy anything for myself at all. I literally buy fuck all for
I'm
myself.
going back to the referee game. What is it? The manager
The
game.
manager game. One sporadic. If I had a look at the amount of fucking sporadic buys you buy throughout the year, I buy one video game out of curiosity, and
bought
it's shit.
two.
I don't even
You
like
bought
it.
two. You bought FIFA as well.
But FIFA comes in every year, and FIFA comes in every single year. That's
But
literally
what I'm
that's
saying is,
literally it.
no. But FIFA at one stage used to be your present, and then I'd get you a surprise.
I know, but you see, you can't get that anymore now because FIFA
Comes out earlier in the
it
year
come-
now.
it
They don't want it as the present
Yeah.
anymore.
It comes out at like in September, which is the right time for it to come out because that's when the season starts.
Oh, right,
Do you know?
is it?
And it was always doing that, and I always waited till
Oh.
Christmas, and then I was like, sure, look, I'll just wait, you can get me that at Christmas. And then everybody be shit hot at the game by the time Christmas came, and I'm only starting, and everyone's already talking about the next game that's coming out next year. So I said, you know what, I'm in my late 40s, I work hard enough, I'm going to indulge and get my FIFA. 50 quid is what these games cost now, by the way, lads, okay?
The referee game was
It was
100.
It was not. It was €64, and it wasn't a referee game. It was a management game, and it's shit because I don't have the time to fucking play it. And like that's it. But name another thing that I bought that has like I bought some vitamin D oil that for the two of us during the year. That cost €12. You can throw that back in my face. That was for the both of us. Oh my god. I don't know. Listen, lads. Thanks for tuning in this week. You got a right good snapshot of the trials and tribulations of our family this week. I think we love each other dearly. We're a modern day normal family, and we're documenting it and we're talking about it. And next year we're really going to drive this podcast on. We're going to be doing videos and we're going to be really trying to create much more elaborate content for people to tune in and listen to. So thanks for listening this year. We will do one more podcast on Christmas Eve, and I can tell you I'm definitely going to be half cut for it. Definitely.
One thing I will say as you strive off, because I know we've lots of women listeners, but sure, men could be stressed too. It doesn't matter, lads.
Men are stressed.
In relation to the Christmas shopping?
Not as much as women. Very little stress in terms of that.
It doesn't matter, lads.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's a little...
All that matters is our friend that's coming. And if you've got the key items for the friend that's coming, that's all that matters. Yeah. And it's all about the kids, really, and it's about the family. Don't kill each other for the Brussels sprouts.
Don't have Brussels sprouts. Life is too short to be eaten.
I brought some Brussels sprouts.
I can't wait to have them. Can't wait for you to make them and I'll eat them. I can't wait. Sprouts. It's going to be smelly. We're going to go all out and invest in new batteries because this week we did so many podcasts that we're down to 1 bar on the battery.
And it lasted. How long we are talking now?
41 minutes. No?
Are we? Jesus Christ, you need to be going.
Yapping away there now.
So at least to go on 1 bar.
Yeah.
Moved on to 1 bar and you've got 40 minutes out of the 1 bar.
We did. Do you want to give us a bar of a song before we go?
No, I don't feel like it.
What song would you sing if you were... What's your favourite Christmas song?
Of course it's the first Noel.
The first Noel should have been put down.
What the fuck you? Well, there's not many fucking songs about Cornelius.
There isn't. Cornelius, the red-nosed ranger.
That's called After Me in Spirit. Yeah. That's my real... And every Christmas Mass, my mother looks over at me when that song comes on as if it's the first time she's ever heard it.
Yeah.
With little eyes.
She was ringing us last night to complain about the podcast, about yesterday's podcast.
She's only now after discovering
how to listen to the
podcast, and we will be good afternoon, Annie.
What are you talking about? Don't be talking about me on the podcast now. Too late, Anne. We talk about everybody that we love on this podcast and a few people that we hate. But we don't hate you. We love you. All right. Okay. We'll talk to you Christmas Eve. Good night.
Bye.
Staying by the wall. Peace and love.